Music and brains. According to Harvard Medicine magazine, researchers found that the brain activity of patients with OCD had the same brain activity in people listening to music. People with OCD has a misfunction or fault with their neural circuit or loop. This loop in the brain contains many regions like OFC, orbitofrontal cortex, that helps in decision making, and AAC cortex that controls our emotions. You also have the caudate nucleus that controls our habits, and finally the anterior thalamus. This misfunction in those regions could cause thoughts or information that the loop sends to be circulated and stuck inside the brain, so the brain has a trouble in letting thoughts go, leading to obsessions. While in normal cases, the information sent by the loop should be processed well by the brain, and then it ends, unlike what happens in the OCD brains. You have to be aware that music influences your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors by making them more accessible to your brain. Also, lyrics shape your attitude by making songs' messages gradually become more familiar or normal over time, even if they were inappropriate or full of disrespect. So, now, how do you think music also affects our brain? You have to know that our brains contain 86 billion neurons and produces electrical waves that work similarly like a rhythmic electrical activity. Those waves have five main frequency bands like delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. Those five bands normally are produced but in different proportions, so the dominant one shapes your state. So, when you hear music with a specific tempo and rhythm, your brain starts adjusting its timing for its rhythm to match the external rhythm or patterns you are listening to. To summarize what I said, music affects your brain waves, so that if you are listening to a slow music, this boosts the alpha and theta waves in your brain. While, in contrast, if you are listening to a complex and fast music, this increases the beta and gamma rays in your brain. And that's, of course, in a specific pattern based on what you are listening and the beat of the music. In my opinion, I think you have to stop listening to music. That's because, firstly, in Islam, listening to music is haram, so you don't have to be listening to music. The second thing is that music makes you distracted from your real world. Music and lyrics just manipulate your emotions and your ideas, the way you're thinking. So, if you want to be a person with a well being state and you have the control over your aspects and traits, you don't have to be listening outside songs and music to destroy your inner peace and just penetrate the way you're thinking and the way you feel.